Meatball Ron is going through a little bit of a crisis. Yes, another crisis as his donors are fleeing his campaign like rats on a sinking ship. In fact, less than half of the 50 donors who gave at least $160,000 have basically vanished. A lot of them have abandoned him. Let's go into who these people are. So in recent weeks, some of his biggest past donors have come out publicly to say they're holding back on writing checks to the super PAC. That includes hotel and aerospace executive Robert Bigelow, and by far the biggest individual contributor to Never Back Down. I feel like he's backing down. And to the DeSantis reelection campaign. Last month, Bigelow told Reuters that he would not give further donations to the super PAC unless DeSantis adopted more moderate policies and quote, until I see that he's able to generate more contributions on his own. So look, I'm the training wheels, okay, little one? I'm gonna help you get going, but you gotta start pedaling on your own here and also cool it with all the extremism. Very interesting that money would be allergic or have reservations about extremism. It's not always good for business. And that actually applies to his stances on abortion. And another donor, Walter Buckley, who's a retired venture capitalist, was DeSantis's 10th biggest donor last year. Said the governor's decision to sign one of the most restrictive abortion bans in the country had weakened his political standing. Buckley has given $6,600 to the campaign through the end of June, but nothing to Never Back Down. He has given far more, over $500,000 to support a DeSantis rival, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Oh, interesting. I see what you're doing. You're playing them off each other. But there's more, guys. What about Ukraine? Other donors are mad at DeSantis' stance on Ukraine, namely his decision to describe the war as a quote, territorial dispute. Businessman Chris Reyes, the 5th biggest donor to DeSantis' reelection campaign, privately criticized DeSantis' posture on the Ukraine-Russia conflict, according to a person familiar with his remarks. So too has Griffin, said a person briefed on his thinking. There is more, it is just like he's trying to be all things to all people, and it turns out that's not actually what these donors want. And Adrienne, I'm finding it kind of interesting that a lot of them are like too extreme on abortion, don't love the 6-week ban, don't love your foreign policy stuff, and also like just kind of cool it in general. So, and also you need to raise money on your own. You need to charm people, but we all know how difficult that is for this candidate.
Yeah, when it comes to Ron DeSantis, not only is he not charismatic, but he's not attractive in any way as a leader. The fact that he had picked that stupid ass fight with Disney and set his state back, and how he's been handling things, it's like he's decided to go full right. And the thing is that the right is not full right. And it's just like what he's doing is foolish. And so it's not surprising that he is now broke, so to speak, in terms of people not wanting to give him money. I really just wish he would go away and continue and finish out his time as the governor of Florida and stop trying to ignite this evangelical Christian agenda that the GOP doesn't subscribe to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, I think we get into this trap of saying that all Republicans are extremists. All of them love the war on woke, and all of them love, the abortion bans. And I think sort of like climate change, I think a lot more Republicans believe that it's real and they want something done about it. And a lot more Republicans don't subscribe to these extremist anti-abortion bans. And I understand these are donors, but these are also people who have a fair amount of sway. And so it is at least there's someone tempering all of this, even though we probably disagree on 97% of everything else. Like beginning with the fact that millionaires and billionaires are allowed to give to super PACs in the first place. So they're starting with that one.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.